area busia for ye mamumu matwe ya me adan ho akwaba fei ye de Ghana nkomo no eba beto aso na mame enna Azel Vogue ase Azel nsano ni bi eno no fefefe ene hyemi nti atade hyemi wani je ho a na wa contact Azel Vogue 0244155266 Azel be sort out cra ena mabo amane so say Azel mantete e wo fashion illustration ene fashion designing emo enti wo pese won so opamade na wo ye designer mapa also betumi a contact Azel na Azel asort out cry a style for every story no na michimwe so dey luxury by Kim our Roman Ridge ena wo mami enyi fefe ehye kama pa woni agye say aya tinwe dey straight kama color ne so efe ena ye shefata ane also contacted luxury by Kema sapepepe ebonu so de kama na ni gisem ni se becha mawo ebribia ofa ya wosisi wade wasen ebutu ona wo say from 055 1296941 055 1296941 madawo mo asie wie die na fi ye me bonkomo President Akufo-Addo Boko na ba renew commitment to lasting peace in Boko adia ye hia kese ba akopa eno no enche krabe last week ni last 2 weeks onyina ntokwa san ehye asie bi mu a na emu enya asem ketwa ye bobon komo ye bisa se die ne beye ama Boko enya na sumdua fa no ntuma pa efra enti eye wo ma no kwa no wo maka no anase wo betumi di osie ayo yo na afeyie ato ayie ewo Boko na sa no die ene wonum ebetumi aye Afe cocoa industry under threat. Illegal miners destroy rehabilitation farms. Galam say so na binu no. Okon no ye ko anenu so eye ya no fafa. Na oyonko da no da eka Nigeria aka yen eka toa na aka eka anentu na aka sere. Nti na chese Nigeria for na eto abaye ntimi ka se mfa ye ho. Yentie mu nsunsuanso ni bi ane enso kra betimi afa bibi afimu especially ye wo Ghana EC chairperson kra wako as an international observer abedwafo no pay ni wonum di dwuma no Ayura Eric Amwakuchum oye NPP communication team member onu no otibe meme sabenkum so pay opani oteto no team finfini ye Bernard Mona oye political activist na afi ye honorable Kwabena Minta Akando MP Dwaboso enso etiano ho a obo ho a obeti se meka Mr Speaker aya na ya refree ye school asem ebire bi no ye speaker sisi our graduate baba be MP bi ana obesi graduate asia bedi speaker proper intelligent aka ho mienu na mihu wo mu ache ba ko de na wo twetwe mu kra mihu no won de ene no a Eric ne koye wo ma honorable so sa embuti wo sa de wo ma yira kwan ana nti se de aye Bernard be ka me ho ni ama wo ma kwa ba na ka me ho ni ama onua no ma kwa ba unia ba ko na unia we say
Papa we are our opposition out to make a good morning
na the morning dey good ana and papa you wa my wins way
say Eric there yeah don't say me who know TV are not bread
bless ade
what you want din these days
but that's normal who government obia anything so
to say to make us Odu baby are now no ankasa.
Wabre. Oh sir. Very good morning.
Good morning, yeah.
Name muti say.
Yeah, me adom.
You watch it.
Me share ho. Sir. Unse adwuma no doso nti no.
Okay.
Oya na oba be stand aba abepiem wo ha.
I'm so call contest so ye hu bi mo.
No correct.
Nyehwe better luck next time. Obesesa we need akopa MPB dia na ana obetru 4 years time. Mu de edu asa na kacha mu kan ntama wo
kan ntem na ya mboa o.
Kacha ye wa nka ntama o kan na kacha bi so na nka eja o kan ntama na obi aka say eh brai de me feel ne pa ne me ma adwini na ma to a eke kan ye o.
Obeko.
Edru ha.
Mesi obeko.
Mr. Speaker,
how campaign.
Yeah, me remember.
Udi esa ujina mu. Na udi dwabusu de esi a wo be dwabusu mo gabio.
Jama Jabusufo.
We Jama Jabusufo. It's Basia Kwana.
My picking forms are file cry.
That's all. When you're fena, o de be wadawa de bia. See the house who Bob Chinene health committee just a whole year, Juma.
On my interview, is a papa so pam muscle.
I don't hear health minister in waiting and
well, the way him be there, Nippon to me who Jay Yankopon and be who the way him.
Preach on, brother. Yeah, my crab by your man. Yes, she last say she.
Yes, she. And I make a catcher say, yeah, called Danjua Festival.
Oh, yes, sure, so one can catch her and come across make catchers and me quay you will be crew.
He was one of the most popular professors in Africa.
Oh, by an Obama man, and I'm saying, put the rap artist Lumumba, Sankana, and yes, Sankana, easy.
There been a say, or you are done for,
Oh, that's nice.
So that you are so I say, Uncle
who baby out there.
Fantastic.
I'm very grateful to the learned professor and in the team. I'm hoping said they will go all that way. And now, Yedru baby no crample, now they were so frustrated.
Are they?
Because Yefi Tamale on the 24th.
Okay.
Wait me.
Oh, okay. And, that's beautiful.
The Sankanana enskined him as warrior chief of Africa. To combat poverty, ignorance, and isolation.
Ignorance in the bit me combat poverty no near. Papa ya no ankasa no. Say why no Pan African is very a combat the pa.
And the one who said, "One man, your friend say bow and arrow."
A giant piano, a giant.
Piano and a giant as his symbol of office, say, or your warrior. This was done in Sankana on the 24th. On the same 24th of February, when him said 1966, Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown.
Yeah.
And so it signifies, in our opinion, the rebirth of the African emancipation struggle.
That's beautiful.
This took place in Sankana. And just after that, we had gone to the Wana Palace before going to Sankana. And from Sankana, we went straight to Bolga, driving through the night. The learned professor was tired because if he tamale ko Sankana was a third road. Easy, was third road. But he drew bullying now to take all the way to the Upper East was for him to experience the other side of Ghana and our terrible roads. And we got to Bolga almost 11 p.m. and that was very terrible for him. Beyond that, going to Pipra was very exciting, and in Pipra, where he gave his speech on enhancing good governance, the role of now also I am papa. It was unbelievable, sir. You will think that he is not well recognized within some of the rural communities, but you could do honor.
That's microphone
no Marty and Casa now YouTube and other places. He was like, it was his community, and he got so excited. In Tenra, and he didn't buy. Eventually, he left. This morning,
so he's gone back.
Yeah, this morning he called to say he arrived back in Nairobi safely, and I want to thank all the people who made it possible, particularly Chris Mensah, who works with the UN in Kenya, who facilitated and worked with us to let this thing happen, and the former President John Mahama, who availed vehicles for us to be able to move up and down and other logistical support. We cannot but magnify all these people for their contribution.
The Befa Sonayaka Bokonaba and the President Bosha Womashe saying almost a fascia course so and one of the shots about because Wakasa Chekakrano honorable yes vaccines be who I na
be Obeka Patrice Lumumba
and your forces
Obeka
Honorable Pacho Mati as health committee are more parliament.
Yeah, did come a chair before.
Okay.
Makas
now what are the MPP palace?
Ben Bayedi Kakra. What can you thank you. Yes, honorable.
Yes,
MPP can say green name and
sure. Blue Nisunya and
NDC colors Mumuna
green and red.
Yes.
We dear, Uncle.
Distraction say, me pay the away now.
What's your blue and navy? I say, to me.
Why not? She blue as me.
And color issues and another pay. Inti, yati.
Yeah.
Ya can't want them. Uncle Pompea, Ochina, Tuesday, Yati and South Minister, no. And then, or more can be Ghana Health Service for say a Mumra Parliament, the Health Committee. Na a woman using for Biano, Nientia, Starbucks and National to our Maimu. If he said the last time a fee and can you 2 measures, I say our Maimu, as far back in 2003.
Okay.
And then 2023, near Tit Sansemuya, I am share, especially so a bra, identity see Ghana had last year. I ha a tereba. I have been in the northern part of the country. You see, I'm at a bad the B.
Intention they can 6 killer
disease. Yes, 6 killer disease.
In teachers and Kaya Wakola na Ekobusumi.
Fantastic.
See, ya short you my year woman.
Exactly. Tenunti a person. Papa Neba. No be no because the minister responsible for health, Ghana Health Service, and no more. Even Ministry of Finance and stuff from more use answer no beyond the intia or matchna homas and the one who vaccines and so no yeah and yet ordinary adrobia bet me a drugs and like I say me quack the case why I didn't crampona my main concoto my pango me back a very sensitive idea a buying and a regularity this and what you're doing sir I didn't send me brain never. Because I yare one a can kola a woman for bremu a cool one, if you also do one of them, and only a book buying. Say Enkoba. You say, oh, your mind now, Tamaho. Now I answer your priorities right. Now, can say, who be do point, I say, vaccines are, yeah, they won't call I shot to all my more. They ask them to say,
I said for how long?
I mean, oh, shot, send ye. I didn't know a shot say from last year, no, it means that somewhere last year. Oh, meanwhile, no. And you see, never be what main kind of ideas because they are here to appear before us. Because we have budget or they buy a Nimia Puvubiana or more a budget for those vaccines. Inti, I hear me one say Yatrawa Masa near my SCC. I think that it beats my imagination to be not to say, oh, you see cathedral. Near the cathedral, Hong Kong, now be do be say I shot to vaccines. I did be way a ma. You ask yourself what kind of country are we in? You understand? Wow. Yate, you move your ningo so. You can't want them. The expect say minister no, any na pamphlet, na crowd for appear before the committee. Na insem for be a was a year no, much me a year no. Na ye the year at a year. Yate.
Thank you. Eric Mikobi na man can be there. Overcome Patrice Lumumba, the Abia, now become vaccines and some of Say,
Sankana. For congratulations. Omuchinkwa. Say, Omuye successful. What is it? Is it like a festival?
A fashion.
Festival, no, the Danjuan Festival.
Oh, Timmy, and one a fashion. A fashion,
say, Omuchinkwa say, Omo fashion, Omo, you know, Bibia, Koso, Pepe. Métier Patrice Lumumba. I think, say, Oyobia, Africa had Okasa, Efa. Politics ho ne inema bebre ho enti ono so aba experience sene Ghana ye afasheni bi said the fata enti no ebe mo chinkwa na I don't think say me will be bia meka afa Patrice Lumumba ho but in terms of vaccines no say you know him say o ka fencing your health sector no wasema nkwala your mom vaccine na your mom panie no ade ahu hia pa make say yesusa no na ye bon ho de bia say obia enkowo ne ba panie enti ade a Ghana man no I think the last 30-40 years there bibia yeni ɛhɔ ho metie Dr. Patrick Kuma Abuaje.
Okay.
Metie ne interview bi am say yawada etwa mu na o ka say omonya issues kakra na emom no na watwi mienu a ɛda yɛ nimu omo arehyɛ mu say vaccines na omo awoda no ebeba enti me sure of course we a member of parliament mo adwuma nso ne say obi yɛ adwuma bi a mo be frɛ no na matoto nenum na metie ne ekoso but I think say the metie no no credit na just na watwi me ne ɛda yɛ nimu yi omo sa beka vaccines no o church mu the ntia akoba ne sa but o ka say enye vaccines ni nyina na ebi ni ho ebi wa ha omo stock nso no ketwe bi entimi enko omamu ni nyina mu ema yemfa won kola no
intention na ntobro de ne de em say yes ya
so I think some about 6 or so ebi available em say 4 bi na ashorty apart from that no na or church mu say after COVID no sa global supply chain is nema you know omo ana omo ye vaccines in the sense no bebre so etwe omo adren ekosi COVID vaccines no so until not just as a supply issues kakra so wo but say ometimi ahye ye boss na wotwe me nu e dey enimu yi yes abeka bi no yen hwe enim but of course say omobeko parliament so ometimi atoto omenum na omenya more details.
Thank you. Afi yenko ye main issues ne so especially boko ye nyina ye hwehwe asomdwe ho over I think last weekend or say last 2 weeks near say ebi masia kusi ohemfoforo abra eyi na aba abugrago yi wo ho nti ehun sem no be ye deja ye sure say no nti na Friday no president to nsafre no ba Jubilee House a o ma hyebo asomdwe beyond boshe no ede an ye beye say ye wo mu omu de omu ye mpanifo na kromafo na aka no eni yen se Ghanafo ye ye be ya e be kasa afedie asomdwe afebo ababoko because sa nsensemi it's older than Ghana. Gold Coast abresu na edidi mu a abepem ene 65 or more years even after independence. Still every day boko nsensem no ho. Ben.
Yeah, normally it is the most difficult subject to talk about if he say I am a son of the North.
Oh, so it's a bit of a sensitive issue.
So once you know and can year, then you are accused of supporting one side. But Obianim say, I don't care, I don't fear to be accused of support or against any side. And as long as we need to do what we have to do to ensure say we don't go through the kind of difficulties that we are experiencing today in relation to Boko. Mofra na oti Boko asem, it was a burgeoning society. Boko is proximate to Burkina Faso, proximate to Togo, and proximate to Niger, and by extension, Benin. Nti Boko as a town can be described as an international society because people from all these countries come to Boko to come and trade. In fact, there are Togolese who prefer to establish their businesses in Boko because of the peace that Ghana has. They establish businesses in Ghana because when say Togo so duty free. Inti omodi omonuama efa duty free at the Ghana, they make even more profit. Because then the prices that they obtain from Ghana is far better than they would have obtained in Togo. Consequently, Boko is a place that Obia and Nida to say it should be stable away from these chieftaincy or conflict. Because as far as the laws of Ghana are concerned, there cannot be chieftaincy dispute again in Boko. Because the laws recognize that there is one Boko Naba. And once the laws recognize that there is one Boko Naba, if you disagree, you simply have to follow the law. there cannot be any other way to find a solution to the problem than to resort to the law.
Na me ka so mo court na Supreme Court di asem no a wo kire nka mo brofo no etwa the finality apa.
There be ohona na trouble kakra wo no.
Sawo.
Because omo court no, whilst the Mamprosis took the matter to court. Omo di nsem no a eba be se ebedru judgment no. They withdrew.
Yeah. Omo de koy na
omo withdraw from the case. They discontinued. But the judges said that, look, whether you discontinue or not, you can't come back. You understand? Because mama yat nasisa eba bedru say my judgment no. Then you say that no, you have withdrawn.
And it was as though case nankasa almost over.
Until it was at that point, and when they withdrew, they want to say that there was no judgment. What you say? Because you take a matter, many chum edi akota ya fiso sa ebedru say omo ba be ma judgment no. Na yankasa we have gone to withdraw the case.
And ameremu na mfa ho se watwe ho afiri mo.
Until the court went ahead to state their position that when you withdraw, you cannot come back to the same court. Until the Mamprosis got up saying that there was no judgment. The Kusasis get up and said that there was a judgment. That is where the trouble is coming from. That was the last court that we went. All other things. But in all this, I think that the Yana, and I keep insisting on this, the Yana is, despite that he is junior to Nairi, but at this time, the Yana is more prominent and well recognized. Okay. And has the biggest kingdom.
Dagon
Yana.
Okay.
And the Yana's expanse goes into Dagao.
Oh, sir.
Yes, the people of Dagava land traces their roots. Dagati Fono. They traces their roots into Dabong.
Okay.
The people of Wa traces their roots partly to Mampugu and also to Dabong.
Oh, okay.
And so Ubetimi who said the Bewa enclave no edoso.
I say ye busunya.
Ye busunya.
Diabako
and I many branches.
Okay.
So I would think that the Yana should lead this. So Yana Edinensa Eshim. He will get the Dagaba chief to be involved. He will get the Wana to be involved. And I'm sure we'll be able to find a solution to this. Say President Afre Zuguran Ediaba Accra to give assurance. There's no tension in Accra. And so speaking at the presidency, it's only Zuguran. Zuguran did not enskin another person as Bokunaba.
And you only see
Fufuano.
Okay.
Baby, I threatened. So if you call him and to come and tell him that you are for peace, you should be talking to Nairi. Because it is Nairi who feels that his right to enskin a chief for Boko is being taken away and he has enskinned. So you need to be dealing with Nairi in particular.
Nairi no esusu say ni tumi a odisi hini ni yeje finish ade court di atemoni bae.
That be if you go through the history and you go through the palaces in Boko, you notice several chiefs that came through the Mamprugu lineage.
Okay.
And they were in Boko.
Okay.
It got to the point and the people of Kusa said, no, this place is for us. So to allow somebody to come and be putting a chief on us is like appetite. Into Yankasa Yepese Yamfa Yadie. You understand? So they determined that we are our own people, this is our location, and therefore we want to have our own chiefs. So whilst Nairi might have enskinned about 15 or so chiefs, the Kusases just have a second chief in terms of succession.
Okay.
Zugurani awahe nane papa and oye ohene. And this is the second one.
Okay.
So if you go through and you want to go and check the history of chieftain, you realize that indeed the Mamprusi people had chiefs.
Okay.
Boko, Mamprusi had more chiefs. But if you got to a time and they said that no, right to self-determination Now the court no so agia to yemra so agia to I think that we must respect the laws of our land. And that is where the confusion comes from. Once we have to respect the laws of our land, where I sit as a person that is not aligned to Mampusi or Kusasi, I think that those who are surrounding the Nairi must begin to sit down and interrogate the power of the Nairi to go into other towns to say that I want to put my sons or my brothers as chiefs in those areas. Otherwise, we are talking about Boko. The case of Bolga is not an easy one.
Oh,
Bolga is not an easy one. But Bia, no area regional capital in India. If you go to Sandema and Navrongo areas, it is similar.
Okay.
And say we are not careful and we don't contain this right, the spillover will be heavy.
But you are not telling us about Bolga and Navrongo ni Sandema. And then I
camps and within Bolga town, they don't even sell your friends the pump action bullet. If you are looking for one for whatever reason, you cannot get within Bolga town. Because it is a threat, and there are certain parts of Bolga, say Babe, Shea, and Nyagro, the tension within, you see them like that, but there is heavy tension. And the regional security will tell you that how they manage to be able to contain the rival chiefs in Bolga is not an easy one. And I think
exactly. So that's why I'm asking that. But Bokono, what can we do to at least have it like
I just think that
Bolga?
I think Yana should.
Oh, the Yana.
Yana, if Yana stand up and want to resolve this matter, we can take and resolve this matter.
Okay.
If the presidency wants to resolve this matter, and that is where my beef comes from. The people of
beef. Beef,
there was an enskinment in Nalerugu.
Okay.
The people moved all the way from Boko and came to Nalerugu, crossing a region. The
Nalerugu is in where? Northeast?
Northeast.
Okay.
The Regional Securities Council in the Upper East did not pick any intel. Say, from Upper East, so that they can act to prevent their crossing. The Regional Security Council in Northeast did not pick any intel. And all of a sudden, there were soldiers on the ground on the morning of the enskinment. And then we see the gimmick of it. Say, Regional Minister, President say, Umbra. At the time that everybody was gathered and ready for the enskinment, you, Regional Minister, want to go and tell Nayiri say, Umbra.
Will it work?
And you said that President say, Umbra fan Umbra. How is that possible? And so, Oshia, you think that there are some things they don't want us to understand. But it is not possible. And if that happened, and RESEC was uninformed, then it means that you are sitting on nothing. How come that people are still at post? With this level of incompetence and negligence, which could have actually plunged this nation into such calamity.
Eric, delicate and sensitive.
Very, very sensitive.
Amamre kakra.
Yeah.
Ahinsem kakra. Ghana mranso kakra. And I'm woman your phone so yesim womu kakra. Utie abakosem na. Mampugu for you aligned to a particular party. Kusasi for you aligned to a particular party. Inti way party was wa. Or feel said now is the time for me to enthrone my king or my chief. Way party was wa. Now is the time. Inti na nkofo say as the politicians are taking advantage or are milking the situation. Inti na masisi ano. Aye BBB. Yebe can be saying.
Me da say Bako Boko da. And Udru Boko. Sene na bed Ekano. It's one of the most beautiful places in Ghana. My Boko Hukra, Pusiga, and all of those places.
Boko campaign.
Oh yes. And Yako campaign. You know, one of the most interesting things was that na contestants Nibi Krapono, Omudru, your friend say Boga. No my friend. More Bokono behind the Omombra. And I'm saying, now person contest election. I say, Nipani Biwo.
Tokromu
Boko, I saw Timiko.
Yeah.
To show commitment, Bibika na Ekoswa as a political leadership and I say, we also know who Arishemo say, you bet me, I Bibiama peace, I day about. The American say, who say, who makes say, your culture, no, any chieftaincy, now the Lord also Batahua. Now, Adani, I had delicate kaka. But the American say, in a final analysis, no, say, Nippona Mowo Bokono, Asumdwe Ba, and development, so, and that's a Ubuntu, no, so, Ebeba. Into your best say, in no, you bet to your boss. Now say, Bibi wo hona, you bet me asa ya ko ye chi. Na ya ko church mu na ntiasia ye djuma. Na ya ye ne sa. Won say, eba culture na, tradition no, you're very conservative and ingrained. But who say ye ko ye nimu no, na niema so sesa. And you know, I had to say there's always a conflict between tradition, no, any dynamism, ne sa ne mani na no. And you know, abibia no, na ye say ye pe kwan bia ye be kasa na enye entokwa. Because bibi cost wo bokwa. Apart from say oman no shri sika no, because omo ebo ban wo ho no soldier for no. A car de beto adanse ebeda aban so no enye kaketwa. Sa aka na ye de tua and say ye de bo omo ho ban no. Ye betimi dey development ewo eho. Enti no in pay no so say bibi sa aban so a unze na say politician no abeda ne easy target. Ne ye de share
yeah, the politicians.
Yeah, they share politicians. But you see, the party be so share chair. I say, Omo say, Omontia say, Asumdwe ebeba. And it cannot necessarily be
interest.
But that's what I'm saying. They cannot necessarily. And I make us say, who's a bad traditional. Now sometimes, Edin say the panel best and Adrian say, Yem can't obia mum. And as Yem Fabi before for Emrana Asumdwe Emra. But there's examples. I mean, they're not Ekoso or Dagbon. You pay quite be so far eminent chiefs. Ni pay dialogues. Kakan. And I mean, no, say. Once Asumdwe Abaho. And I think say because you be done in team. You bet me a fasa quite so ama Asumdwe Abaho.
Okay. Issues
to do with politicians and a particular tribe supporting. Another political parties did that here last time. I said, "Nami TV, no, Metro TV." Okay. And Omo MP, Ayariga.
No,
yes. Okay. Okase. Only mami Mamprusi. And I said, which other way? I'm not sure.
And
you understand? It's Obisado. Akoshe Finfin. It's you know, and I'm sure say you only probably bring so Omoha etisa. It's Bokun tokwana enye ana so utie ya history kakado osha ndina ebusua ba ko enti no we enuanom a say ye pekwan bi a enti ase ebeba of course you say your issues to do with geography so utie mu na I say a particular group no ewo bokukro no mankasa okay and another group also outskirts of Chrono. Okay. And you know, I say a more cheche. But I feel say over the period, you know, with all of these things that example I demand say Omanga Samu MP, ne fafi Mampusi, ne fafi Kusasi, Omansa Aqua Tuaba, I day Amano, no odium in him kind our parliament. I do say historically, no, na emribi wa na intokwa any omumu. Okay. And you know, I say a person acquire we go back to that particular reference. And now, we say a bad chieftains here. Sometimes, you know, a succession plan and also a problem. No. Oh, and it's like near say a day law. I better one. Say if foul say it's you or here near the near called Gazette. Now, Udin Abba. In Krata, we say, Ona. Oh yeah, or you know, Jesus here, you come here. You wait to see or here, young Gazette. Not just say, But I feel say with all the issues that echo so do, any senior bokuko nankasa, senior can uduha, nothing would tell you say a vibrant town with all the adjoining countries a kind of hono, say a trading center, a bit miama impuntu aba, because BBC ewo bokua, and then just say think na ya fire who do unimsa, because depending be everywhere, almost all day, one cry ha, now some more Kumasi and now some more other parts of the country. Until now, I had to say, I see a swano, na Bronica say, I escalate. Okay, I say maybe na you want issues, but Agboglushi hana ya kunta kwa.
Yeah.
Mebwa.
Yeah.
Until it's important say in na no, ebeka ye ho abom na omampani ni boshes o ahye say aban no if it's a conviction say yebema peace aba na me neighbor enya adwen say obampani frɛ the current boko na bana not just say this is not a step in the right direction un say obetimi afrɛ no wasan afrɛ other key nkofona omoka ho no ebia mako afei na you create a proper your friend is a platform e be come nyina bom na afei nkomono aide akoso na say the attention we also say ya untimi mfrɛ nipa no enyina mbom prekope say oni mo abedi nkomonti no based on say one-on-one interactions no obia be canadrin obia be kyerɛ de ha no obia be kyerɛ de opese ebia ya abema yede asundwe aba because obi bia
mampani afrɛ na abayenye no ano no
of course say I engage and all of those things then we get to the point where yebenya ebia a roadmap for dialogue any peace because say the year can
nti sa no ye be set court ruling no esi nchen ana
no I of course I don't know that would have to also the lawyers a little bit be accountable. But the truth of the matter say even court I a ruling cry and I say entokwa aba and I say maintain who say aba and say pekwan bi so a ye be hwe say ye ka say nei asumdwe ebeba. Okay. Then we can start dealing with the issues to do with if they want to go back for a review or they want to start a new process and all of those things. And also no ewo. But to say a year kasa idea who here say nkwala omo ko school betime nya kwan ko school obi o yen adwuma benya kwan wa yen adwuma obi o ko ne phone benya kwan akone phone na nipa no mo ho no enya asomdwe na omo de aye de omo pe bia
honorable ya ba kan say ani mu amanyosem edidi mu nkakra
si ana ntwene bo ani mu enye yi bo nchi mu so enye ye nzo so gbara
ya gbara
ya ye nipa yi de ba bia ti bia no manso emfri hoda obi beti obi nice so
okay
but we mu nyina no ni kwan se nipa wu ni kwan se moja hwegu asam beti mi awo ho eno nti ne ye wo mra ewo ho mi hu ba bia o maka se ya kontokwa ma ba bia kontokwa aduro no e de asomdwe aba at the end of the day no I was saying musan ko na mokoye ano babaye na no mum edi asomdwe ba nti ye wa mamre kakra ye mra kakra ye wo amanyosem enso kakra na mum ni nyina mu no I was saying who say o wa asem kra wo court na say wonti bibi asekra mpo na eni kwanse ofatu you and afa sekan I was saying di ano na de kan because ya o ha me do usrimpa me do papa
waje dwabo su kokoo nyina ho
well baby me asase bia me do me obi odwabo so mo I mean from planting processing me one of the rice farmers in this country nti so ko yagaba ni areas a amo valley ni mo me do ho pa one of the nearma obi a businessman bia be consider to move to a place ayasomdwe as I sit here I'm considering me setting up a rice processing center on Navrongo. It is a otra na obi sa say okay bia me di ade yi koyi ebeto da bia me ntumi nko ho ana say if the answer is yes me dey ko ho there be but say what this ade no so ko ho a Ebema the economy of the area no and so be then ebetumpon. Inti for me gidi say we mu nyina because wo omabakosemu a very abakosemu a very very interesting. So na Ben Shah say na all narrating. Very interesting. Utimi say there was a time I within their own place no na omo ankasa kra omo ni kusase for no omo ni one particular chief a edi omo nyina so they were ruled by clans heads near the ade. And so no man ka choma asase so. Abofo ne bae no na mampugu for no so no omo wa ohene ohodada no. So abofo ne ohene no so ebetimu up because omo leader dada. Ntende yen control no yen rule. But that doesn't mean say na asase no eye ohene na oho no edia. But na kusase for no mo te ho no na mo do mo asase but no mo ni one unifying ohene. Inti na mo di one mo so for a point in time. The other assembly court. This is not the first time assembly court. There has been about 2 rulings. Where the court now we are overturning. Now we the court now we are overturning. So what I say. Inti at the point I could do Supreme Court Ben Meboa. At the point I could do Supreme Court no. Mambu for the court. Okay. Say the appeals court or high court for kan yentiase because any di kroni so abepem ene. Inti mo overturning. Mo overturning my into obugu asem no so mu di na mo do ba bi o so mo ma judgment no na mo so mo terminate na mo liberty ne kire say o mo terminate mo nko bo mo ho na mo san ma bi na court the business na we ni asem no na e kira na obenya asem so there must be a finality to a litigation. More the most say mo na de asem na wo de aba and na wo say we yako yen twintwina say e ti hey say yen pass madi wo na de ba ye dia fa ko na mmom wo de ko me fancy hadie sa asem na de wa hu say we yako e de me fancy hadie. You know, if there is no vacancy you don't feel a vacancy and asem bi e besi bia so person asem asutwa e ade ba ko be no kreka sa asem si na se wan ka no kura wasem na se wotete so a de bia na sem da ho with the slightest opportunity they will see kai and amayasem you see let's fix the fact because some me obi a reason support amanyeku bi e bia me meti hayi akopon pangu me person be galam say ntimi support e bia PYP inti PYP pa e ba although galam say e illegal no me botaye no inti PYP ba na so ha me ma nya me galam say a odi me hwamo. That's true. But you make what you say. Inti ye was a political interest in so ho obi fi say okay my di party we ye chia ye bu me kwasea my di wachi abo na wa bedru ha no untumi mboa me makwasea bu na ye bu me no ye ono it is up to us political leaders ye be kan no bi ade we de wo ye de mrakwan so no enya ade metimi adi wachi. The moment I cast a chain or church in the mupeno, obunabum. But the moment I want cast and for Nancy from now, be men who say, Obama hope be say, oh, there's light at the end of the tunnel. My main pursue no. Now, man, I'm holding. I said, to was the man make a crack. May into and no, ya ne this into Quasamono, any idea, no ever. Into us, I'm on your phone. So for me, baby, I'm on your phone, kakra, eba moon say. I was saying leaders never hold it me kind of credit chair home. Especially so, or more mudi mature me fees or master money deno. Because the other one, you'll be catching because also we knew wanting our cancer. But you make out here. You know the machino. Look, and I'll give you a typical example. I'm on radio, I'm on TV. Mimi Kum Jabos or some Latin happened. And I told my father to get away from the place. Papa, oh me. Papa, irrespective of the way I asked more than an asked money deno. At that point in time, no. Me feel say ye pastor Jia, I was sacrificing. Until many papa tell say no, daddy, you are not going back again. Uncle Hobi. Baby, I will me a medri baby no. Baby, I'll take baby didi. So when you ho, na sasum je beba. Menko. There were people who had intricacies in Musa. You have no idea. Look, they're making TV so I make understand. How can I watch it? Baba na bushafo bi o baby giant edri. No, Musa. 1 year. Yeah. Let me tell you. Even in politics, no, or more, and sometimes the leaders are not the problems. The followers. So that's it. Musa, but you have to stand your ground. You will be out share my name catch them say, "Nunti no bedi machi." It is satisfied and my papa when they feel no. We had those issues. To the extent say, in fact, in 2012, less than 1 month to election. Me constituency, me contest election. And that community is 2 kilometers from the Abuja district capital.
Okay.
At the point in time, that was saying, look, that is not going back again. I mean, in the Kasaya. But now, we're investing in life into that litigation. It's very complex. Or be benefiting from the litigation.
Yeah.
Once the litigation comes to an end, he loses those things.
Businesses flop.
For example, litigation cost properties, properties they are third party litigation about to end that third party will not enjoy. Oh, it's very complex. But the only solution is no cre.
Said you can no cre no. Omo ye conflict resolution no. Adam Bonani and Crawford say no cre no beka. But the way and manner obeka no so. One she had wa brain ni panic.
Oh, can no cre actually nipa.
Akro at the fair kakra.
Yeah. Oh, can no cre actually nipa. No nim say no cre. Enye ne de. But akuma mu no nim say o can no cre.
Okay.
Enye ne de. E be at that point in time no. Ofi say no crack can ebe bon bi agu ankwama no
okay
but da kuma mu no onim say even so obu intention kra na de be favor na bia onim say de ba onim so intention obu na favor no onim onim say asem we de na nka masam nye de onim ni mu no onka but onim so for me I no crack
okay
I especially young leaders no and na just like Ben Ekaye no. So president say will be no one among be two and yet nipa back for and a contokwa.
But I would say so the any say
I agree. And what I made no. Asemino ya che. Che. Then the pair when kwanan say ya the member of parliament Mama Yariga every release statement on the floor of the house. Now share kwanya your fast why your bobi nipa patuo ni san kum akra no. Na o the account on the floor of the house and area ho that ben ye betina hwa na say obi anamo bi tu a kopim that ben
ono aboche de say acha unsa okra woka history
of course but asumdwe by ayeden all of a sudden that's
akosha
oh nti ye besre say asumdwe die say eni ba bia bibia ntumi nkoso
what is the best way to go about it? Yenkono dagbon de enu bi said the mampeni any penifo abate sa committee of eminent chiefs, you know, and I yenkono Ghana the general ni bi yenya reconciliation
me nya say me free sa bia no.
All right.
Ba bia ne ade a eye adwuma.
Okay.
Say bia se hwiasam na wo kan nka bia me propose a solution. Me nya me ho say me free ho. So what I say intino omonko to the ground.
Okay.
Na omonko bisa mu.
All right.
Ni ehu kwanya ye fa so a ye betumi a resolve issue no. So what I say me oba mikromo for example the whole of Western North out of the 9 constituencies or 9 districts no about 6 for one traditional area. 6 out of the 9. In the assembly was those areas and that area na ye nipa was say kwano ho. Katachi or the Nasase, or the Nancy for ma, no do baby, I say, or he didn't come round to me. Or the Nancy for ma, Asa. It's baby, I was saying, it's a deal. Okay. Into one casting a ben or no free honor. What is okay, no free, no need to see him. Say, Yana Abamua, if you are sending the cat. Okay. In free home. Yes, I should. But the end, I can say, I soon give it back. Nani Panko. As somebody bet me akoso obia I mean almost every region there are litigations going on uko house of chiefs bia Sunday bree but obi ntwitwe nko bobi obi ntwese kan ko twitwa obi eno ne yem pese ebeti eno ne yem pese ebeti.
Thank you. Point well made. I'll go on Juliana Bishan for Facebook Live Modia Kakra Modia Bana making count. As Juliana said, Auntie, please try and visit Boko one day, especially Garu. You won't like to go back, cry. Why? We Kusasis are good and lovely. You are all one people. That's the most important thing. Abladefie Kuma Parliament was asking of Jean Mensah, and she is in Nigeria. She wants to tell Ghanaians that she likes her job too much or what. Jen Mensah should go to Parliament to respond to the MPs why she wants to use Ghana card for voting and stop the unnecessary trips. Musa Wakiki, good morning, Auntie. I hope you and your panelists are doing good, watching you live from Niger. Crispo from Fufo, good morning, sister. NDC is never a solution to Ghana's economic crisis. They pretend as if they can turn the fortunes of this country, but it's never true. Ghanaians must be vigilant. James Tete from Sunyani. It is however interesting to note that the law mandating the Ghana card to be the sole identity card for voter registration exercise was passed by President John Dramani Mahama. But when he came my baby and son now become however no. Well, Piaga, good morning, yeah. It's the same Mahama who said EC is an independent body. So what's wrong with him? Desperation for power, Okay, Piaga from Achim Asafo. And then Baroski in Ashishiwa. What is happening in Nigeria will follow suit in Ghana come 2024. Bra, you don't know what you are praying for. Jaisa.
What is happening there, yeah?
News portals, maybe what you be answer over.
Then is your
Daily Graphic. Eric, Yenshe Coco asemi. Coco crutches on you. Okay, Eric, pardon me, because I said me about also.
But me baby and Coco.
Oh, sir, Hifa.
If you abompe.
Abompe wo he ni.
Osino.
Osino he ya.
Coco
dey ka you say you.
There be so dey Coco. Uni me be a friend is saying Coco institute nation.
E man pon ho no.
E bi wo bonso, e bi wo tafo.
Yes. Sampacho gibem.
Enti wo say
o ka say we Kueni and away so.
Men cancer and fast emotion. Eric man cancer. Thank you.
Oh yes, I move be come for.
But me to me, so my yana must never bow.
Yes, I will be come for.
Come for ja. There be patcho abon for no jai. Mamunya. But here ka Eric enye nika. Enti in the eastern region once and I'm saying so as say hey. Hey, you be can say. Enti galamsey so what ban say me ko galamsey. Ya same operation wine Vanguard operation this and still you will challenge same.
It's Susano. Ene kwa da soka. But to see ado yen kan kese. Nti should be na so ye ochinia. As mrani obody say Achem kwa onumbremu
me catch you say o kan wi anu aka bremu a ahono poto no odi aka
enti no sa Coco ne galamsey asem no ade a ye ka ho asem a ye say no obroni because you can relate if you say sister no say onam bremu ne ho a utimi sabinom na sisi ya no say na akoye no na che say enya ade a obi a besoso so the question say it takes a lot of different people and you bet me also galamsey no of course don't say about to say ye bought a buying so boa then we also move away from the positive aspects of inema abayan and then I'm not say na what you be say utie news but they say ya koche na say it's your forest them and ajo the so muna ebi mu eye galamsey ya kwa koche op e de omako Chebi circuit district court ya bamu ya buomu friend saying and so still I ipani be eda so ye bibia ubenya sika efrima na say we no na ho asem ka no ye den but say yeso yenim say Coco no ya de a and I no can say with all the oil ni other sectors of the economy no ya de a economy no edimu akote pa enti yentimi entina ho enye hwe han ma ye Coco industry no say mafo enti mi de bia meka say de bia meka say Coco no ade a ese ye boho ban ti see ye kan ne ye kan say ye be add value ama ye friend say ye de ye foreign exchange na so why dey no itimi akọ enkan because you turn your Coco ni sa enti idea I say you protect this industry no ena ye ka chieftaincy who say my hand for ceremonies and my name you cannot to me find say I'll use my village as an example. Untimi ra abompia. Obi friend is saying excavator. Esi track so ababesi yan fa kwakura. Your friend is a quiet man. Obia si wenhu. Say that make an say me can chroma for no.
And achima boabo ye say excavator si ohiman fie chipe so wenhu.
Ampa. So make a
we're talking about
Anna untimi enka say bia oye district chief executive.
Yeah.
And that's the MC. Mo dissect. Excavator. Esi track so abesi afa krofifia kwakoshe kwayem. I'm telling you, so many different people are involved in this Galamsey conversation. No credit ever kope. O just say. Anna oye national security operative, and as a BNI, and as a police, and as a security friend is saying apparatus what districts mo would say mo who say obi ede excavator ne tiko just make an just say ababesi akwakoshe enwremu a eye adwuma. Apart from that, water bodies in suyo ho say ebi mu timi nya kukudra timi eko divert ensuo no
any
kofa baby na omutu Galamsey. And of course, it's a buying responsibility. Say, you provide leadership when it comes to this Galamsey conversation. Okay. But the Ukrainian say, all the various players, would have to also have a commitment to do that. Because otherwise, you see, you come from an area that they do Galamsey as well. One year, you would arrest everybody and put everybody in jail. And it's also not sustainable.
No, but if that's what it takes.
No, but you cannot, you see, sometimes it's easier said than done. What I say, Ubechi Obia, now the Nakwako too, if you say, Omo, yeah, Galamsey. So that is why, for me, it's also important to say, Omo, yeah, the lady, they be a refugee, your friend say, what don't cause the Omo state in your friend Nalet.
Okay.
Omo, yeah, alternative livelihood empowerment program.
Okay.
And no. Now say that me say I think somewhere in Western North, Oma reclaim it 1,000 hectares of farmland. Now personal na Galamsey and Omo. But we can support.
And can you beautiful. But this alternative livelihood empowerment, how we say how alternative is alternative. Obi or ye gala, be a day. Onya be say 3,000 at least. Now command alternative idea a day be 50 cities, 80 cities, less than 100 cities. Oh yeah, sure say and no ye more and even a demotivation and at the incentive say with your messiah come gala. Ebiana onya 3,000. Wash on the kakra onya be 1,000 afro nim say okay enye bad make me home.
Zi unse ade illegal. You can law once. Ade illegal. What you say? Any same justification. Who could do as say well be betima say and accommodate into your phone. Or their cost cycle akwakoton. Say they make an what say. Illegal.
It is how. Come tell me say that I said it means arrested them. I know say
yeah, but I know that's what I'm saying that you can you see there's different approaches. There's the punitive aspect. Yeah, say make I say ya chinko for ya dioma kwa ya di bi matumu and all of those things. Still na de bechi bia no ebi moko. You cannot use arrest and imprisonment as the only or two to stop Galamsey. You need your district district executive, and then you also have to.
And I make us a alternative one. Is it working?
And I will say alternative. No, it is not far-reaching enough. Of course, you have the right to say that, but it's also very clear. Say, abai adrian who say. Nipa ni bebree so but with the argument say omuni edwuma ye Nti ye bomo na ya momo sanudwuma ye bomo na ya momo skills ne niema ombetimi de aye bibi na omenya esonfa so. Ana galamsey aye kan ho asemi. The effect ne say ema oman no so eboka. Oman ne boka che say uko Ghana Water Company. Na Ghana Water Company for sure sika eso mu hia say omode be treaty yensuo na yenom na ka bebre nti na che say nyina ye ma yenu ekọ ho say so who community bia ye galamsey wo mu a it is your personal responsibility. Me can start just to say ye krobi wo me constituency mu ha ye friend no himai.
Okay. Himai wo Eastern region.
If I ya achem himai ufi Osino now do Jonase now for now.
I want Arafat one. Yeah.
Arafat fee Osino.
Okay.
But the Jamaican say eho or him on. G age them so lecturer or Dr. Apori is the name or G age them say enya de obi aba be galamsey ho. And na me no ka say obi antimi ni galamsey ho. So it takes commitment from different people.
Thank you,
to ensure
Eric.
say you best stop it.
Honorable, on that note, me bisa o say amanyofo no moya ade no na afi ye bisa mo ho kosa edu accountability and am pese mo de ma o manfo ni say you to be responsible. Say see I say o
consented
ade o de ma musa me kosa. Ohini ya ade and ohini bi agiaje ohini bi agiaje. But bin so ohini ni abere agiaje na mu but yama obi license koya prospective how many years ohini be ka den
no examples cry
ohini be ka den enti abere be ni be draw lines no.
Yeah, to start with yenyina yenye say mampanyi His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo was failing in Galamsey. Let's
but that is only
that is why we will never have a solution to this matter. It's purely political.
Sir.
Yes.
Galamsey.
Yes.
Oh really?
I thought you don't know. So keep quiet and listen.
Oh, okay.
Purely political.
Yeah, now keep quiet. Wait, keep
quiet. How them I mean keep quiet.
Sorry.
Let's
now
sorry about that.
Don't worry. Let me listen.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
My farm they do it.
To start with, Omampanyi share your bo.
Okay.
And so asem free Omampanyi bia no mu ba, I will say carry weight. And yet issues as usual.
Okay.
Say, ti asem okan was see ono ankase na konwa as Omampanyi ni kra or the bed or the better so say say obetu Galamsey ase me bo aka chem say me bo now baby edu se here in Galamsey no ye nuru hoda it's an enhanced form of Galamsey any ye no man se here baby ananka Galamsey kura eni ho no se here aduru ho yeah usually we better say obi o ya che ba ko mienu miensa omo ya chi wo mo na ye prosecute wo mo no bebre na no omo mu nyedu e wa manyosemu nti omo de scapegoats. Oko the Galamsey areas na ya mo so mo nyam investigation. Omo leading nyina ye partisan political players omo aban e wotumi mu including my constituency. And the interview can no cry mu. People are watching us from all those areas and they know who are doing the Galamsey in those areas. In some cases the DCs are involved in fighting or involved in doing the Galamsey. Galamsey na question no. I will never sit here and say say for be any more. I can't say that. But you see, when he answer now he be crabanya kukudro when who say sabe so we DC and now say who tumi mu na ye de wa famra kwan so anho achewa e be serve as deterrent. Not until say ye be ya adwen say ye be mamra na ye adwuma no. Ayeti akuku dam amo wa ban mu amo tumi mu edin e wo Galamsey mu no Galamsey no entumi nka enya de betumi atwa nansen ya okokrobi e wo me constituency e frɛ ho Bonzai enya ohen foforo ho na ya discover waterfall bi e wo Bonzai omo pese omo kwa akotu Galamsey e wo ba bia ya discover a waterfall no ohen say no way onye tu ne tope ni ewo wonu mu a omu odu e wa manyosemu na omu de bulldozers e ko na omu de excavators e ko akotu Galamsey because onim say o ye cry into me dan into me nyane hwe onimse okokoya yentumi nya ne hwe. Look, there was a time another community from mafia in my constituency. Ohene o woni mpanyimfo onso de omo nan si fom say omo yentu galamse oho. Nti obi a omba bia no ma resist. Omo de soldier for be bu wo omo. Echi wo omo ekogu mu eremande omo. Me na me koyi omo. Me na me follow case na kodu we bi. I don't think case in I will see here. At a point in time they gave up. Say galamse I to say ewo mafia. You see, I'm not going to say, Galamsey, I thought to say, mafia. You understand? And yeah, there's a direct correlation. Galamsey, Koso, any Coco in Samu. Yeah, Canino, you won't make me. Coco Sika Bar, who Coco, Uni Coco, no, Columaya. And then this will be because Coco, yeah, so ye. Uba mimi area sashia obi akase yebokoko a see our production are decreasing more than 60% downward. 60% to manka 50%. 60% adetira because number 1 yade kum koko no. Abra ye cocoa board. Ye three amanfo ka omo investigating into cocoa diseases. Ye three amanfo ka say and I take cocoa sikani bitu say ya we bi e be attack cocoa be yemfa sikani koto aduro ne yemfa mekum ya de no ya I am telling you say your production of cocoa na declining by over 60%.
E dey na be me hu can any the metric tons say na eko na ye design na eko.
Oh, as I speak to you now, last day Yakoya could do about 1 million metric tons. Now we can't even talk about 600,000 metric tons.
Sir.
Yes.
Last year, last
year, I'm not too sure about the last year figure, but it's in a region of 700,000 metric tons. But you see, in my area, no, you can, some areas let me show up for the difference.
Okay.
So I say, so for example, you bet me a declining about less than 700,000 metric tons, 600,000 metric tons. But Mimi area, you bet me a declining more.
Okay.
Now, be other areas society
Abaso.
Because cocoa no, but be a share say a decan share saying no. For example, Ashanti region area be wa afina and also there no. Asanya peja.
Okay.
Into benya ebi to take care of sa I you know. Inti I don't know year 1, 2. Yeah, so see how me no say cocoa industry abu is gone. People are smuggling cocoa from Ghana to La Côte d'Ivoire.
Cocoa industry be there go. Enya mo na mo yeti asese cocoa ne kita o mine.
Abu anytime make say a decline eko kakra. So we baby a utumi hu say ye load cocoa. 1 ube travel you travel
etiba form.
Etiba na egu no. Tie. Ube do baby no, ube tinya atu kwan on the road you travel more than 10-20 kilometers cocoa fonko a ni nyina wu cocoa ba bia ntwa so. So what I say kakra na e betene so no na e de kola Côte d'Ivoire. Because because Côte d'Ivoire for no omoto cocoa no at a higher price than Ghana for Adekye. Meanwhile yen dey quality sin omo nti e de ko adwa so a yenya price a e wosoro esen la Côte d'Ivoire for. Jade nti na yen tumi maye cocoa farmers no ebo papa yen tumi handle cocoa farmers ni yie yen tumi handle omo farms ni yie. Nti se cocoa kwani no ina smart test galamse ne nya na metra ha kasa atia no oba na galamse ni bi behu no kase cocoa afu ma mintungu na me mawo sika butre se ya ufi se on ti ase. But a no
support galamse no but me ka say even Nsroma breso kra no na the price no was not the best. Enti na akuafo no yes still mo de beko eno woni wo mo kasa ye enti patriotism ba mu eno wono musan ye ni say be ye nhye enti ne ye board say government of Ghana pay ene wotumi say wotokoko.
That is not in doubt.
Akuafo no nsem. Enti what has happened to today? And then so patriotism no ewu ana.
You see, the okay is not in doubt, but you see, if you are not person who can't the entire obi, edin a cocoa, ebeko, baby, not on ton or Ghana. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mene Côte d'Ivoire for ni, so many. So what I say, Ghana for, and I will come patriotism.
Yeah. Said the woka say Côte d'Ivoire born ya, cocoa ni no de beko. Na make us say ada na de ye ntimi ni omo nkasa because tete no na sa na.
One na kasa say unko je bo ketwa no na in the name of what? Patriotism. Who are there wouldn't see can cry. Oh, my. Now, Nakasa say, oh, there be, trainer jacket. In any case, even while many more crampono, who cook any crab Tony Coco, Ediama piece in the crampono, or yes, the cacran piaca. Or no cry, was okay, let's even accept, say, I am very patriotic. Into non contoma Ghana, Coco. Yes, the cacran piaca. In fact, Coco board at the licensed cocoa buying companies or Domoka in millions of Ghana cedis a muntia. You see, when I tell you, say, cocoa industry, no, Egua. One minimum they make because I am directly involved. I'm a cocoa farmer, and I'm representing the highest producers of cocoa, the constituency. I want my musanka. Tell you what kind, so what cocoa production? Grab for DTT my you So what I say, intino the earlier na yen ebe tenase. Ni a resolve obiti cocoa board. Now correct expenses are on cocoa board or tier condition. Now at the end of the day, cocoa creani now share ya unim. We've traveled to some of the cocoa communities before. To grow the cocoa for about 5 to 6 years. What the cocoa ni kura wieno, they will be fermenting no dry no what me konya baby kram. Now be wieno ye calculate the mark cocoa creani na o de ni nyina bom kura po na enru 60% of the international market price. Adey.
Homeswe. Ben.
Mami. Cocoa asemi there, I know I shikakra.
Pa.
If he say Nchebiano na cocoa was virtually the mainstay of Ghana's economy.
Yeah.
Sesia mintimi hu say edaso ejina ne
nice.
Say okan papa yi engineer Wood Ochro Bugbi.
Okay.
The economic repercussions of the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
Book numu ena oka say 1 ton of cocoa in the 60s could buy 2 VW cars. 1 ton.
That's a fantastic analysis. I like that angle.
1 ton of cocoa could buy 2 VW cars.
Okay.
And to buy 1 VW car, you need in excess of 22 tons of cocoa to buy 1 VW car.
That's a very powerful analysis.
And obviously, say we want to increase cocoa production. We are only increasing the volume, but we are not increasing the value. VW cars, they have increased the value. They've added specs
to it.
You still export cocoa beans, and you want cocoa to be the mainstay of your economy. And so when you have a cocoa board, and their stock in trade is to ensure that there is cocoa production and beans, no markotong, it means that cocoa board has outlived its usefulness. No innovation, no initiative, just lopsidedness. It doesn't inspire confidence. Sesia cocoa board na ankasano has become one of the most indebted institutions, giving a lot of debt problems to this country.
I see.
Because must say cocoa syndicated loans. And yes, sir. When you go and take loans, you say, say you go and pay. Today, omode and also akaho and a Ghana dexters akosro.
I didn't necessarily basa because okoje bosian cocoa no wabeto. What's not creating your home for so say if honorable analysis is anything to go by. Sikana would be better no crown. It's a nipanism. So it's expected that
now they use that for administrative and other. Onim administration go and check the overhead expenses at Cocoa Board. The luxury they are living in.
And they are not making profit.
And so when they come, you see the cocoa farmer is shortchanged. And all the time, it's just the paradox of Africa and by extension, or a lesser extension, Ghana. That when we produce, we take prices. When we consume, we still take prices. How? Because the world prices of cocoa is not determined by the African or the Ghanaian. Until whilst we produce cocoa, We simply have to go to what the international market price is, and then we say, Switzerland doesn't have any 1 acre of cocoa farm, but Switzerland produces and processes over 60% of cocoa. So, what are you talking about?
Okay.
And worst of all, no. This, I support a candor that is political. Say Galam, say Ejumei. It's political.
But Yashasi and Sunya Casa, they know. Somebody can no one tears. Yes, I am political.
Political, say.
Mamenka.
Sometimes we say politicians. Oh, better can't be
no, say political.
Political say. Mutimiko, Juna baby, say more bar. But omo ye galamse no. Ako ye galamse. Is that political? And I say, you know what I'm saying? So, you have to be very careful when you start trying to attack your person. I can give you so many examples.
I can understand the
say. I think so, man. Or say a political say. Ubenya party heads.
And I'm say, a political say, ubetimi akwako jina baby. Obi a we di o mampeni.
No, I can say political. Jare man can somewhere.
Who ba be dane o mampeni bi ma. Obe mo akwa ye galamse. Is that political or not?
Thank you. Now Ben, I feel
yeah, political.
Say.
Ohini bia ni ho a omal permit licenses for mining.
True.
Ohini bia ni ho.
But they consult them, don't they?
Don't worry.
But who gives the land to the people to do?
Sometimes they don't have any idea, I can tell you. Sometimes they don't even have any idea.
No, but who gives the
land? The lands are held by the president or the minerals of this country.
In the land.
Into baby I will be the Minerals Commission.
No, but Ben, you are miseducating them.
Am I miseducating?
Ben, Kasa,
am I miseducating?
But you remember,
so I want to ask you, we sit in our communities. No, be akofa, permit to prospect, permit to mine.
I have a concession here.
I have a concession. Minerals Commission. I'm a concession because why? Into omode ba o ohene no to me ben e na wo ebeka say concession ya wo dia ba e legally valid no o ma me kwan e ma me ye adwuma no
has there not been places
and that is why the chiefs in his area were picked and locked up because people came with their concessions.
Military men brutalized them.
People came with their permits. Say aha yakoje permit yetue bibia eyeye dia ye ba be ye djuma na ohini bi say da bi on ma ye djuma ho because assassin ye ne dia. Do you get it? That is political. Who appointed the head of the Minerals Commission? Yetimi, we make laws that the chiefs don't have any input. Omoti ha no be the lances abase on be ye djuma. To the extent that the Minister for Mines and Natural Resources. To me, Becca said, look, he was so disappointed. Yeah, that video no semuwa umbo. Oko baby are now Akonta mines, where they are supposed to have only exploratory license. They had gone beyond exploration. They were mining, and I say they had overstepped their bounds. President Akufo-Addo, in his recent talk, said that Akonta mine had not engaged in any illegal mining. How is that not political? Because even your minister who went to the field, disappointed, no? The president come and say that they are not engaged in any illegal mining. That was political. So, Ochina, can the minister combat or fight the people who are engaged in illegal mining? Your man license say go and prospect. Now, sorry, after ye galamse. In the end of it, no, party here sika. As you heard in many tapes. And as a party here, Sika, na kwan we so and yes, yemfa and sika, yen ha or mine, because then you don't go as Haruna later Haruna is who once said that so parties can now a castle. Now I could be in a car boot no malo this can.
That's the truth.
So unless a party here se can na yem pese yanko presidency na yanko be a car boot no more first country. Yanko ye galamsey.
Truth.
And this is political.
The hard truth.
The way Eric is looking at me, say, "Mama, the time and send your poem, me will please."
Oh, we know our
Be 5 minutes.
Who's there?
Yeah.
The very
Men.
No muso kakra.
the very idea the very idea intimi mayen enko galamsey no hey idea umienu mayen.
Okay.
You see, you buy me can say aban adiswa say obehwe say you be protect your water bodies na you make sure say galamsey enko man kasa. But me can say answer na ebetimi aye ne so no obehia se sa nipa ya mebubo omudin ni nimaku mebubo omudin obia beka ne ho abom na yaye amayesa na se utie NDC for na eya na eye me strikakra time a inusafo say ni memodi time
Ben, I
PNC for because me na make us say we are our first to and all kind
NDC honorable minister neto.
That's all no
honorable MP.
Default NDC.
Oh, also also we by default NDC.
Default MPP anti na want me din kuni no because someone didn't private no mark travel.
Right, so the big kind of say,
what's the best? You do me, I do you.
Yeah,
you keep quiet.
Yes, I am quiet.
The big kind of say, you to say, galamsey no, edi o maninya.
Okay.
What do you say? Now, as political actors, we can't be before say your political interventions in Sanema. Now, also work. Adia na mo abem, adia mo yetia efa galamsey. Oh. Adia mo ye fa galamsey because that's what I'm saying say yenina no yenka ye timbo na yenfa ekwan so a yebetimi esisa adia na no because muna mami a ye bonedin obi a bonedin wo krom ha sa asha ho ange unim time and metini di that na mo wa bayi mo o ja say time
a problem say Obeka say ye mo ye political
and
partisan for
so yes I not just on so count because on my opinion
hold on let's look at it this way onipa ni say adina political me oba me ha minimum obi o political header o to be obi o say e wrong so obekire enu mo mo aye me ehu sese e pese e ko a then we identify those people and see what we can
even do. If I even come into Ben, say no person church the minerals
your big brother.
Right.
I'm your big brother.
My brother Penny Ben.
Okay. Watching me 15 years.
Right.
Hey,
we were 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Say obi aniho a obetimi akọ ekro bi so. Say mikita krata efi abamu say me ba be prospecting. I just say wako na only impenifo and answer crow. No, you can't do that.
No, it's not true.
And the Uber to me about Aquacoje,
but that's not what the law is.
License.
About the law
I
am aware.
Can give you compensation.
I am aware of that, but you cannot go bypass the traditional authorities.
That is why you
take that.
It's okay.
Do you understand?
That is what the teachers are actually fighting for.
No, that make us say. In some places, obi wo ha. Na me fi baby a omoye bi. Obi wo ha. E bia na asase de ne dia. Odo so. Obi aba.
Then you have to see him and pay his compensations.
I know wo ho. And ye wo baby a nipa no ne e bia ahemfo no ababedi nkomo say asase we me pese me beye we so me pese me kokoje we ba because even Osha Act mukrapo na it makes provision and make us say because you see ade aye kan
but onyaba enkran na mpa mo kohwe no mu say hoda ho emram no mu tu
na me say ade aye kan enema mienu miensa obi wo ha listen obi wo ha no wakwa akoje prospecting license of fakwan pass and so na I don't know. Yeah, man. I mean,
we don't have time.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that there are so many different issues with Galamsey. Obi waha ni waji prospecting license. Say prospecting nature say you say koshisha say ebi wo. What you say? On my back MJ license and kasa say odebe2 we know now start it. Obi waha okita ni license.
No start it to na the prospecting in my no monitor ya.
No, but that is why. So that's why I'm saying that all the actors are involved. Obi also illegal. Obi anyone have my prospecting license. Kojina Nsroma na kwakutu Galamsey. What you say?
One asama no pay me dey Galamsey sen beto nchen.
Obeka Nigeria.
But yes, bibia you say okona say obi abadwo say hia now the odi anunsu.
Ghana card.
So it is very, very important. Say, yen ya battle nsem no. Ye be sha se abo ho ban ene.
All right.
Nsem bi ikoso a aya na mu fi say you are far away from the question, so we discuss it without sometimes even understanding the issues. Dear Yamami Jane Mensa ye electoral commission when Emma Ghana. The responsibility of every electoral commission and say as much as possible. Mubenya obiara as much as possible. Obiara or sefata say or to abano obetchoni din about to. You don't make any law, any regulation, any policy. I bet preventing obia or sefata say or choni din. Now, yeah, I didn't make answer. They make say it is quite unconscionable for anybody to suggest say you use only Ghana card. Yen ko twe dun ewo ya bato ngum. Nyansa bi enim enne. Na nyansa bi. Na nyansa nim nyansa nim. Nyansa nim nyansa nim.
Honorable minister.
You was in Kasa be. I didn't make us nyansa nim. Yeah.
Daniel Prophet.
Daniel Prophet. Yeah. Yeah. They make us nyansa nim. They make us nyansa nim.
They say o kasa sabi nyansa nim yi.
Sabi nyansa nim and say. Yeah. Even the Ghana card nankasa kra wokoje no. Yes say fakrata we bra when ya sankrata na fa Manchester we Ghana ni a fa nipa mienu bra no medu ho dance to get the Ghana card. And ye ka che mo say electoral commission mo nkrata mu na mo de kotro edin no. Yes ye nka say me emfa Ghana card and e ntwo din no. Na mom say nipa ni Ghana card a ma nipa ne ho kwan mo nka say me nu atwum ene Bernard eni me no mo na tifie me Ghana ni mo medu sane ye no wo Ghana card ni mu wo se me ntiase now Ghana card na wo me no me anu anim say nipa bebre 18 years and above omuni bi o obi o wa ye ntwo ni din obi won so atwo ni din enso ne sanka ne krata even the NIA for no e ka say omo financial challenges no wo se ye nyamra ni anticipate so obi abenya bi. Does it make sense?
Thank you. Ben?
Galamsey asem no, just a minute echum asan akoshebium. Because OG or license and our permit if you minerals commissioner. It is for you to decide say obeti mini ahemfo akotena say.
You engage, there's always an engagement.
But it is not the law. Because who are you permit? Legally you have the right and you are entitled to go and do what you want to do. Obia ntimi nka say o ma won enkoye. Because you have gone and they have granted you because you have the right to do. And that is why some chiefs are up in arms.
But there's a difference between legal mining and illegal mining. No, but because I say interrupting me. And I may see, you see, we all go through the illegal process. In fact,
during the process,
I think that Yasema Eha and Ahimfu Bebre Eka say and say Otiena na Otumfo. Ona Kasaka say
Otumfo the inside man nana.
Asa Oyanana.
Or title that or he'll be on the title that he and fan and come.
You bet like na Asante. And I say Otumfo.
Nana Sante. And ona Kasa Okase na mining permit here am okay. Yet hana ni park of Aba. Ye nim hu hwe ena wo ansan wakaba kachire say yambo na yanku Galamsey. How are we going to fight something that you are the one who is promoting it? Number 2, on the issue of elections, no, they be make say in our recent times it is more rewarding to be a member of a political party than to be a citizen of Ghana. Inti se wan hwe anhyehyɛ nneɛma mu yie, where people's affiliation to their party is more important to them than the affiliation to the nation. Na se obi entimi enkɔboa ne party in the best way that he or she can, that is the beginning of chaos and Armageddon.
Thank you.
Jean Mensah must simply sit down and relook at some of the things that all can. Because you're Oti Accra and you live in your air-conditioned room and you don't travel the length and breadth of this country and you appreciate the conditions of travel. Now wait me akotena se na say obi enkofi kuri na ombra na onko na dole enkoje ni din na onje ni voter ID card. You will understand that it is not that common as you sit in Accra and you are chauffeur driven.
Me that say Bernard Mona, a political activist and opinion or Tiben Utia Hopano, a honorable cabinet minister, honorable member of parliament, and Moma for Mojabo. So, Ura Erica Mwakuchum, a NPP communication team member, a ranum Yadamwasi Papa, Pastor, Obaye, Yebedi, and Komono, Atwas, Nigeria, the results, Nina Maya, Nedie, near sure search la Krebeba, Amaya Sai, Akamwa Sembim, Mame and Azel Vogasi, Nemata de Fefefa Pamami, when you are patch for all occasions, contact Azel now on show 0244 155 266 0244 155 266. Mitimi so a luxury by Kim on so otonyi dear fed dear moton dear kama ebe chama into your bapa wupe quality human hair e de ajiwe ni munyam a rocking the papa be a ball life no also a jadi bia for hair eye luxury by Kim. Friend 055 1296 941 Oshefo Babeko school senior high school dear St. Andrews Senior High School and ye come from our campuses were seen for suman kesim new edubiasi dun coffee session sanuni so Accra or Teshi and Takra de so or Shama akolano da board ya wasumu jo de so ho emfre se ma mi fesikabra ana akwadane nye send mi mumu fi se aduane e de maye no enkoye unisa problem ni bi unya de ne kona o da board ya wotua boarding fi no nko ade wasumu adwie be ma na aduane pa edi nti fa ne ko ho fe 0244 696911 and 020 789 1004. St. Andrew Senior High School, we are always in the lead. Yakramani na no pay mini Q nebo michidom no ye besomo yeda se so my kwa my somo na me yadomo a ye wono china.